So the boarding is now done. And Michael, thank you very much for the follow there as well. Much appreciated. It's good to have you on board. Right, so GSX needs to get some push going here. We do de-icing. Oh, come on, GSX. It's like 20 degrees out there. Nose left.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Has... Good yesterday, arrived at Manchester. Oh, you arrived at Manchester yesterday, or you had a good arrival at Manchester, or... Sorry, am I being stupid?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, so we're going to start the push right now. We're just going to kill the music just until we get up to sort of about 6,000–7,000 feet. And obviously once we pass that, we'll get the music back on. Continue with the day. Certainly thus far, it's not too bad. It's a little bit cartoony. The points to which you spawn in, as you can see, is a little bit weird. I don't know what that's all about, but yes, not too bad. You flew from JFK to Heathrow to the Virgin train to Manchester. Very nice, very nice. Where did you fly in? 747, 777, 787? I think they still operate 767s, don't they, out of JFK to Heathrow for some companies as well, don't they? Or did you do it in the sim? Oh no, you said you took the Virgin train. Fucking idiot. Virgin train to Manchester. Yeah, very nice. So I've only been on sort of Virgin trains a handful of times. So they're pretty nice. Okay, so we're going to go to ignition start. We're going to make sure we've got 30 plus PSI through the ignition. Which we do. So we're going to fire up the engine for there. American 777, extremely nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going on a BA 777-200ER in June actually, going down to Orlando for Flight Sim Expo. So I'm more than hyped for that. I mean, I haven't flown in the best part of about 4 years since it's been since I last flew. So I'm so excited for it.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. The safety card is in your seat pocket, showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position which you must adopt if you hear...
Why does it feel like ActiveSky isn't working?
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Close to what? Orlando's close to. Oh, you live in Miami. Oh, nice, nice. Are you going to Flight Sim Expo? Because I think there's some airlines that are offering discounts at the moment. If you have a Flight Sim Expo tickets, they're like selling you airplane tickets like extremely cheap. Flying back on Friday, nice, nice.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, so we set the parking brakes and we'll fire up engine number 1.
Go over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
If you're not working, yeah, I've booked the time off.
Click together.
Well, I say I've booked the time off rather loosely. I'll book the time off from wherever I am working because I've just had to leave my job.
If it fails to
but yeah, I'm booking the time off. I'm booking 15 because I'm out there for 13 days. Sort of going all around Orlando, going to Kennedy Space Center, all that kind of shit. Spending 3 days at Flight Sim Expo.
Must now be stowed, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We will
just so we can hear the cabin announcements a little bit. So it looks like a taxi sort of just going over there.
Right is clear.
So the left and right is clear. We've got 2 good starts, so we can ditch the APU now. Taxi lights can come on. I love how like GSX is just all wrong. And we've got the clearance, so off we go. A little bit of power to bring it in. We're a little bit on the weighty side today, we are quite heavy, so does help to release the parking brake though. If AA, whatever. Do you work for American Airlines then? In which case? Engines are stable. Yeah. What the hell that clip just was. Oh, you do? Nice. What do you work as? Do you, shit, you're a pilot. What, so you fly 777s then? Or were you just a passenger on a 777? Really want to go. Yeah, it looks actually really good this year. Got contact. 128.3. What are we calling this guy? Johannesburg area. Johannesburg area, good afternoon. South African 353 is on, I believe this to be Alpha for 2-1 right.
Number 353, Johannesburg area, good afternoon. So the active is 03, left taxi.
Okay, we'll continue taxi, and, sorry, did you have a clearance for us or not?
Number 1. Johannesburg, control good day, Springbok 547.
A320 777. Wait, you've got type ratings on all 3 of those?
Springbok 547, expect clearance in 2 minutes, back to Springbok 353. Clear to get down asphalt, flight level 380 on the west after the departure. Maintain runway heading, expect vectors, and initial climb is 9,000. Departure frequency is my frequency, and scope of 4634.
Okay, cleared to Cape Town, 2-1 right. After departure, fly runway heading, expect flight level 380, and also expect vectors. Departures with you, and squawk code is going to be 4634 for South African 353.
Springbok 353, reback is correct. QNH is 1018. Report ready for departure at 03 right.
1018 and report ready from 2-1 right for Speedbird. Correction for South African 353. Probably flying P180. Nice.
Springbok 547 ready to copy clearance.
Okay, so we'll take flaps 1. Arm the speed brake. Spoilers.
547 take King Chakra as
Auto brake. TO config
after departure runway 03 left. Apply to admit Bravo departure. Initial climb is 9,000. Scope of 4667. Departure
is
frequency
checked and no blue. I'll bring the transponder up.
Remain on frequency, scoping 4667. Initial climb at 9,000, and that's the Alpha 1 Bravo departure for 03 left.
GPS
and
primary.
flight level 330 blue. Springbok 547. Springbok 547, respect skirt, QNH 1018, report ready for push and start. We'll call you for push and start next, Springbok 547. Springbok 353, when ready, you can line up and wait.
We will line up and wait for South African 3. Is it Springbok or South Africa? I feel like I'm not using the correct course. Oh, it's Springbok, that's why. Lol. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Not at the moment, but if I think of any, then I will. Okay, so we're lined up and waited and ready to go. Okay. All looks about right to me. Oh, actually, I do have one question. 777. Alright. When you're pressurising the hydraulics, do we as flight simmers do it correctly? So right, wait for the fault, left, wait for the fault, then the centre 2, and then the centre 2 again. I think it's a bit hard to... I can't remember, like, the sequence of which most simmers do it. Do we actually do it correctly or not?
Mark 353, service wind is 340 at 4. Space for takeoff, number 1, report 7000.
2-1 right, clear takeoff for Springbok 353 and we'll report 7000. Okay, power's coming in.
Springbok 547, we're ready for taxi. Correction, push and start.
It's not going into flex.
547, push and start, face south.
Wants to go into toga for some reason. I've got no control.
Push and start approved, facing
What's
south.
happening?
We'll call you ready for taxi next. Springbok 547.
That's Mantoga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue, 100 knots. Christ almighty. V1, rotate. That's positive rate of climb and gear up. So, on the 777, when you're pressurising the hydraulics on pushback, do us as flight simmers do it correctly? So, right, and then left, and then the centre 4. And a Springbok 353 passing 7000. It's climb power.
353, radar identified on the port and radar. Springbok 353, so the country flight level 160, turn right heading 265.
Right turn head 265, further for climb, flight level, was at 1604, Springbok 353. That's how you do it, yeah. This guy's a little bit hard to understand, I'm not gonna lie. Back flaps coming up. Nice. So on the ground spoilers now. The call sign is Springbok. I swear it used to be South Africa.
Sure, 353, continue as filed. Climb flight level 380, report maintaining.
Okay, climb flight level 380, continue as fired and report when maintaining for Springbok 253. So head to direct Ragu. Going to climb now as well. So we're just coming through transition level now, so 1009, the local QNH. This worked out about right, very nice. So we're about to reduce down to 210 knots now, which will obviously bring us out as far as flaps 1 and also the slats. Look at that, how nice that looks. It's amazing. Falling through 5,000 feet there. And as we fall through 230 knots, we're going to come out with flaps 1. So speed is checked and flaps 1. The airfield in view now. I said obviously unfortunately this is default scenery we're going into today, but whatever, it's not a problem, at least it's there. It's 3.7. Lovely clear day, so we've got nothing in the terms of weather to bother us. Okay. So we're on wind is 320 at 12, so we've got a bit of a crosswind on our way down, so it could be a bit interesting. 2,500 feet is checked. Missed approach today, should we need to do so, is very simple. It is track on the Charlie Bravo NDB, climbing to 2DME, the Charlie Tango Victor VOR, 3DME, Charlie Tango India, then climbing left towards the Romeo India Victor VOR, that's 6,500 feet, turn right to Charlie Tango Victor VOR, or as directed. So 6,500 is what we'll need to set. Is what we'll need to set today. So we're going to arm the localizer and bring the landing system on. Didn't forget to do that. Back just in time, absolutely. Just about to make our turn to final. We're going to arm the speed brakes now. And we're going to come out with flaps 2 at this point. But that will take gear down and flaps 3. And flaps full. Just intercepted the localizer now, so we're going to bring that round, activate the approach phase. It's quite a sharp turn to final here, so I've got to be careful you're not stalling and whatnot. There's a really 118.1. Really. Cape 10 Tower, good afternoon. Springbok 353 is fully established, 01.
Springbok 353, good afternoon. This land runway 01, wind 330 north.
Clear land 01, Springbok 353. Just noticed it's not actually descended us down on the glide, so we've actually screwed this up a little bit. It's a chilly approach, boys, it's a chilly approach. And in case anybody's wondering, yes, I do have a key bound to my joystick to disconnect the autopilot. Check. A bit of a crab manoeuvre going on here. A little bit windy. Let the wind blow us on. Beautiful, we've made that up.
500. 100 above. Minimum
Continue.
300. 100 above.
What?
200. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Beautiful. Reversers. Please. Beautiful. And Springbok 353 is off at Echo 1.
Springbok 343, welcome to Cape Town, continue on Echo, stand Alpha 13.
We'll continue at Echo, stand Alpha 13 for Springbok 343, thanks. Now this could be interesting. Is there even an Alpha 13? 368, I don't think it was that hard. Whatever. I'm going to try and work out where this is. So we're Echo Alpha 13. I think it's down there somewhere. Is it a remote stat? No, it's like second to last from the terminal building. See if we can actually work this out properly. Which puts it sort of there-ish, I suppose. Speed brakes come in. It's like the APU master.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our final destination. It's kind of, I a handful of times do one that's under 100. My average is 294 on Project Fly. Okay, so we have APU available, APU bleed.